Shit, yeah, I just realized since I moved into the garage. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I have it right here? Oh, man. Terrible. Here we go. Guys, before we get going, I got to give a huge shout out to our Patreon subscribers. Shout out to Tony, Starla, Sam, Luke, Jacob, Tyler, Jeff, Adam, and Chuck. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. It means the world to Luke and I. Episode 167, guys, about to get underway. We're talking about the past week now. We went to the Mets game. Great game. We'll get into that a little bit here. We're also talking about some new faces that are on routes. Also, cancel culture's back. I mean, we got people getting canceled. Also, the new feature for the diet as well, Scanl-ess bulk deliveries is now a thing. We're going to get into that and how we feel about that as well. I don't think it's going to be great. And of course, the question of the week is back as well. Guys, episode 167. Here we go. We got to this one address. I said, this one goes around back. He went around back, drove off, left them right at the stop.
That was after getting hit by a car.
You've gotten hit by a car?
I ended up drinking 24 Bud Lights in about 48 minutes. Drunk and nomad stumbles out in the road and he hit me going 30 miles an hour.
What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on another episode of All into Delivery. This is episode 167. So good to be here. So good to be back here with you guys. Hey, let's just get to it, right? Let's go to the other side here to my co-host down in West by Virginia. Come here and let me see you.
Fuck.
Luke, how are you, buddy?
Dude, rumble, stumble, and fumbling into this intro because as we're recording this, normally my daughter would be asleep right now. She's had a streak going, but she is awake and running around. And for some reason, I thought she might have hit our router or something because I just heard trampling of feet. And then it just was that whole intro, you were like, I was like, oh boy, we are in trouble. But now we're good. Now I can hear you. And
perfect.
Yeah, I'm good, man. It heated up a little bit to end the week. Wasn't really a fan of that. I was kind of getting used to fall weather. I know it'll be back around, but yeah, the week wasn't bad, man. Wasn't bad.
Good, dude. Yeah, same here. I know you had one random day off in the middle of the week. I also had one random day off in the middle of the week. So yes, it was good. But hey, let's just get into this. So as we ended last episode, we were talking about how I was taking my son for his birthday. My wife and I, family, taking him to the Mets game. And shout out, I can't remember the dude's name off the top of my head, who messaged us on Instagram saying that the Texas Rangers are going to beat the Mets. But it completely went the other way. But it was a great game in extra innings as well. And so the Mets ended up pulling out the win in a walk-off home run fashion by Pete Alonso. And what a great ending that was to see that, a walk-off home run. That was incredible.
And the streak
continued. Let me just tell you,
the streak continued.
Exactly. We are 3-0 now at Citi Field this year, so it's good. But let me just tell you too, like the day my son had, it was, he had himself a day. It was his birthday. That actual day was his birthday. And so it started off, we got seats that were literally like one row off the field. And we are right by the area where the players would sign autographs if they want to. So like there's a huge line just like as we are coming down to our seats, there's a huge line already going up the steps, up the section there, just people waiting to like try and get an autograph. And so we get to our seats that are, we literally walk by all these people all the way down one row off the field. And like I was like saying to my wife, I was like, these people know something. Like, I didn't know they did this down here, and so, my son bought this baseball that actually has like, it has a New York Mets logo on it. It's like a New York Mets baseball, it's not your standard, official MLB, Major League Baseball ball. And so he bought that with him, and I was like, dude, like I think they're gonna be doing autographs, man. And like so he starts like I was like, yeah, why don't you get up there and get in line? It's a long line. I was like, why don't you get up there and get in line? And as soon as he walked out of the row, this old lady who was standing there with her grandson was like, oh, you just want to come right here? Literally like 4 people from like the front. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
So like instead of going like 20, 30 people back, because there was a lot of people in this section waiting for autographs, this very nice old lady was like, oh yeah, here, just sneak in here, buddy. And she let him sneak right in there. And he ended up getting an autograph from the shortstop of the Mets, Francisco Lindor, on that baseball. And what was wild about that too is there weren't many people. There were still people waiting in line that never got a chance to get an autograph. So like it's possible Xander might not have even gotten an autograph if it wasn't for that woman who was like, yeah, here, just sneak in here, So that was pretty awesome. So that was like one highlight already. The game didn't even start yet at that point. It's already one highlight already.
Right.
And then so fast forward to like it was like the second or third inning there. They got like the hype guy for the day for the Mets, who's was always up on the jumbotron and everything like that with a microphone going up and down the section and the rows, like, let me hear you, let's go Mets, just like yelling and stuff like that, and just trying to get this stadium hyped up. And sure enough, he's right in front of our section there, and he's going up and down, and my wife says to him, she's like, oh, it's his birthday today, talking to Xander, talking about Xander, obviously. And then he comes over and he's like, oh, it's your birthday today, buddy? And he was like, yeah. And, the dude was like, oh, how old are you? Xander was like 7, and then, so sure as shit, I see him after that go and talk to the security guard who is right by the ball boy whenever there's a foul ball going. And I see him point down towards us, and I was like, "Oh, dude, this kid's about to get the next foul ball," And sure enough, man. Like a couple plays later, a foul ball goes right to the ball boy there. He hands it to the security guard. The security guard comes walking down, puts it in Xander's glove. It says "Happy Birthday," and like Xander got like a foul ball, which was awesome. And so,
hell yeah.
And then the biggest thing. So that was like another big highlight for him too, obviously. And then another one that happened too was he was so excited to see Mr. Met, the mascot, the Mets mascot. His name's Mr. Met. There's Mrs. Met and Mr. Met, and he was so excited to see Mr. Met, and wanted to like high five him and stuff. He never got the opportunity to high five him the last game we were at, unfortunately. But like he saw him, but then Mr. Met had to leave. And he never got a chance to like high five him. But this time, at the end of the game, Mr. Met's walking up along the first baseline, waving to the crowd and stuff. And the same area where we were sitting is where the doors are, where, like I was saying, where players give autographs. So like that's the area. So I see Mrs. Met going first, and I see Mr. Met coming, and I was like, he's about to walk right by. I was like, Xander, let's go to the end of the section, exactly where he's about to be. Come on, And I grab Xander. I'm like, come on, bud. And sure enough, dude, we're like there waiting, and Mr. Met comes walking through like the little screen door there of like the netting. It's like the netting there, and he opens up the door, and Mr. Met comes walking in, and like Xander waves and puts his hand out to him, and I was like, oh, do you mind if we get a picture? And Mr. Met puts his hand on Xander's shoulder, and Xander was like so ecstatic. You know what I mean? Just like got to meet Mr. Met, got to get a picture with him. He wants to be Mr. Met for Halloween. Like, so it's good, dude.
Huge, dude. Cute.
Oh yeah, it's a moment the kid's never gonna forget. What is that? What was that show or that movie called? Where like they're gonna make like that's like a core memory.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's like a core memory that this kid's never gonna forget. And on top of all that, the Mets won. So like,
And how they won
the
in
kid
walk-off
himself,
fashion in extra innings, dude.
yeah,
Like, fuck. What a
incredible,
way to top it off.
incredible. So yeah, it was awesome. Oh, one last piece too, right? Another highlight too is there was a kid that was like 2 or 3 rows behind us that was like on his dad's shoulders, like younger than Xander, on his dad's shoulders because everybody's hyped up. The Mets just tied it up. It's about to go into extra innings, right? And the camera guy is like right below us and he's got a shot pointed up at the kid that's right behind us. And sure enough, the kid shows up on the Jumbotron, that kid that's right behind us. So my kid stands up on his seat, starts waving his hands at the music, and I see the camera guy pan over to Xander, and I'm like, holy shit, this is about to happen. Xander's about to be on the Jumbotron. I whip my phone out quick, and I'm pointing it at the screen. Sure enough, dude, it just cuts to him for like 2 seconds, have to snap a picture, and Xander got to end up on the Citi Field Jumbotron as well. So, I mean, yeah, dude, sick. The kid had himself a day.
I mean, dude, talk about the planets aligning in the right way. That's going to be a hard birthday to top, man. You go to a game next year. I don't know if you may get the foul ball and stuff, but to win in extra innings or walk off home run fashion, good Lord, that is wild, dude. But that's awesome that it worked out how it did.
Right. The only way it would get better is if we had some like Karen come and take a ball from him, and then we end up, meeting the player and getting a baseball. It's the only way it'll get better. But yeah,
well,
maybe I can hire a Karen for a day.
Yeah, there you go. Carol's sister's out there somewhere. But I put it in there.
Yeah, dude. So it was a good week.
And speaking of streaks, I have to mention this to bring up for any of the local listeners in my area. The rival we played, our high school played our rival high school last night and lost in overtime 21-27. And this marks
they were so close.
This marks 22 years straight that North Marion has lost to West Side. And dude, like there's guys I work with that I played football with and shit, that went to my high school. Not a lot. There's like, well, fuck, now that I think about it, there's a guy I played with in college and a guy I played with in high school that I work with. And the guy that I played with in high school, his class, he was a year younger than me, and his class was the last one to do it. So he just turned, like, they're all 39, about to be 40, because I'm going to be 41. I was like, dude, you realize if this is before the game was played, I said, if they lose this one, man, I said, it's going to be like the last class to beat West Side's all in their 40s at the youngest. And I was like, so they were close, but they lost. I mean, I heard it was a great game, and I don't have any skin in the game on that. I don't really know too many kids. I'm sure I know some people's sons that play that I'm just not aware of. But yeah, I had to mention that, dude. 22 years now that we have not, and just to put the side note onto this, because I always said for the as happy as I'll be for the North Marion kids when the day finally comes, I will feel bad for whatever West Side class does that has that loss, because when I was in school, we had a similar streak, but way smaller. It was like 7 or 8 years, something like that. It was getting close to 10. In my senior year, we were losing at halftime. I don't remember the exact score, but we were down like at least a couple touchdowns. We were down pretty good and came back and won in overtime. But I remember thinking at halftime, I was like, I'm going to be the class blows this. So these kids, they weren't even alive, dude. It's just, they weren't even born yet the last time the fucking current. There's kids in college now that weren't even born yet. Dead fucking the last time this happened. But yes, Congratulations to Fairmont Senior. But yeah, I had to throw that in there.
Well, of course.
Yeah, man. I just
Um,
until it gets broken.
what else? What else happened, dude? I mean, since the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I mean, everybody's been seeing online videos posted, and then people losing their jobs over what they've said and all that. I mean, one of the biggest ones, I guess, most recently was Jimmy Kimmel
Yeah.
with ABC has lost it. So, real quick, before we dive into that, though, I just want to read something. So, this was a friend of mine actually posted this on Facebook, and I think it can relate to this. So, let me just read this quick. This is from a friend of mine. So he says, I'm going to say something controversial, but I honestly don't care. I don't think I agree with everyone being canceled for what they say. Every job has standards and expectations that employees are supposed to follow, but we've gone too far in this cancel battle. There's no denying who started the cancel culture war, and I dare anyone to challenge me and tell me I'm wrong because I will just laugh and embarrass you. But we've reached a point where it's all about pettiness instead of actually caring. Anyone who doesn't have the character to not understand what should and shouldn't be said at certain times are just imbeciles. If people really want anything and everything to be said freely, we know who would be going home crying. The mouth from the South is always ready, but we know deep down most people don't want that smoke.
This is a friend of yours that posted this on Facebook.
Yeah, dude.
And I don't even get a fucking chance to debate the guy myself. I'm assuming I know what he's talking about and which side, but this again, kind of not to go too deep into last week's episode. I was saying this is a dangerous fucking game that is being played right now. And I'm not talking about the people on social media that said something of whatever and got fired from it would happen anywhere. More likely if you said somebody publicly of that was out like that and said like, I'm glad he's dead, and somebody reported it to your employer, more than likely. It wouldn't matter who it would be. I guess it would fucking not go well. But as far as Jimmy Kimmel goes and that, I don't like the fact that it is, I don't like that he got canned like he did. I understand why, like what the only reason I'll say I understand why is whoever the mouth of the South is, a guy that lives in New York apparently, but I don't like. I'll say this, man. You say pettiness. I don't want to. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that you can get into here, and I'll say this: that they went after Trump hard. And I think people knew more or less that dude, you can say what you want to. The fucking guy is he's a spiteful fucking dude. He's a spiteful fucking guy. Everybody they knew fucking well that when he won the election and got back into power, that shit like this might happen. And the fact that I feel like I don't like it to this regard though, dude, because I don't think they say it was the employer. I don't know how I know it's pressure threat, but they're like, they can say the employer, but they were getting pressured. And I get why they were getting pressured, because no matter how, I haven't really looked into much more of the dude that shot him now, but there was obviously the big fucking debate on whether this dude was a righty or a lefty. And so him bringing that up and trying to, say to a certain side, to his side that he's on, if that would have been the other way, I don't even know if there's a fucking conservative person on late night TV right now. I could use it as an example, but if there fucking was, it'd say like, let's say with Tucker Carlson or was still on Fox, even though he's been really not, that's not a great example. Say like fucking Hannity or one of them people said something shitty about if this was reversed, it would be I don't know, man. I don't feel like it got started when Trump won the election in 2016. I'll say that, mouth of the South, whoever the fuck. I feel like I'm fucking talking to nobody here because I can't speak to this dude personally, but dude, I don't like, I'll just say you can't, it's just, is it going to become a thing now that whoever gets in the fucking office, because the two-party system, as much as I fucking hate it, is not going away anytime soon. So if the Democrats take back over, is this just going to fucking return back to how, you know what I mean? Is it just going to keep flip-flopping? Or are we going to try to do, I don't know, but I don't like the fact that he fucking, on TV and shit, I don't like that he got canceled on that. I don't. But I would talk to this dude. I'm not going to say he's not wrong on a lot of shit. Because like I said, they fucking they did come after him hard for whatever happens with all the fucking, people say the felonies and shit. However it works out, the dude is president again, and he's not fucking, like, they couldn't take him down. They fucking tried. They tried hard. So yeah, he's in office now, and he's fucking, I guess they're fucking going to, I don't know. What, I just want to say this, just to fucking, if this dude would hear this, because the thing that was making me laugh, and I don't want to get into this any fucking more, because I don't want to fucking cause any reason for people to fucking argue about this, but they wanted to say that this dude, like, because the roommate or the lover was was a trans woman, and they want to just automatically assume that person would be on the left. All I'm going to say is kind of the hilarious thing that went on during the RNC was the servers for the Grindr app crashed. So I'm just saying that might not have been the best fucking. There's probably more evidence of one way or the other. I know I don't want to get into that shit, but yes, I don't. I wasn't even going to go deep into this, and here we fucking am. Mouth of the South, you fucking pushed me over the ledge, but yeah, but Jimmy Kimmel got fucking fired, and he got fired. I mean, it's like a thing of, if he didn't say anything negative about Charlie Kirk. It was the shit that he said about the fucking guy and them trying to score political points and all that. That's what fucking did it. And right. I'm not saying that is right or wrong, but when you're in the position that he's in, and you know who the opposition is, I'm talking about like somebody like Jimmy Kimmel. If you're fucking the dude, I don't know. Like I said, they went after him hard when he became president again. I think people knew he wasn't going to fuck around with a lot of stuff, and this is obviously one of them. But yeah, fuck. Here's to whoever's next. I mean, Colbert's not his contract. Contractually, Colbert's, just when his runs out, it's not getting renewed, right? Is that how that's? Because he's still on the air, right? I feel like Stephen Colbert.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so like he's the fucking final fucking Jimmy fucking Jimmy Fallon. Is he the fucking final, the lone fucking ranger?
Fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna, mouth of the South, whoever you are, if you would listen to this, I would gladly talk to you about, but yeah, this isn't the place to do that on, but yeah, I do appreciate the fucking boldness there. I know that probably had probably had some people nodding their heads and had
a lot of
that
comments.
had people that had some listeners nodding their heads and others probably hitting a steering wheel. So there you go, Mouth of the South. Fucking thanks.
That's it though. People talking.
Yeah,
you know, like that's
talking. Hey, man, that's important. That's important to keep going no matter what. We got to have dialogue. No fucking doubt.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, let me, before we get into both of the scan, you know, because we're both experiencing the scanless bulk deliveries. I will say with my area, it's been wild with, to just put as a side note, and I don't feel like me saying this on a podcast for anybody that would be listening in my building. I think they're all fully aware that, you know, like pretty much the only reason I stay on my route is that I can go home, you know, not most of the time, but normally on every Monday I can, when I have certain sections, I can go home. And as Willow's still young enough to be here, that's like obviously the best perk I can have. And, because of my building having a usually high number of buyouts compared to the size of our center to other centers, we've had a lot of new faces on different routes. So you basically, I think everybody knows that's been in the business long enough that when drivers retire or routes go up for bid, like normally, especially when a driver retires, when they have that in-between period of not having, they'll normally slam the routes, bulk them up. You know what I mean? So I've had more stuff that's closer to my house, which has been fucking awesome. The only negative, the only con of it is that I've been slacking bad on the Legends of Luke videos for the Patreon, and I've got to get back into that, because anytime I do videos, I haven't made a lot of videos, period, because when I do my videos and stuff, obviously that's on break time, and when I go home, I've had people ask me that all, like, over the years of doing stuff. It's like, dude, how do you do videos when you're on the clock? I'm like, I'm not on the clock, dude. I'm fucking on my break. Like, so but that's been nice. I know it's going to end eventually, because I think by the end of this month, they're going to have everything set to how it'll be moving forward. But yeah, just it's made it's shifted some stuff around, but for me, I've been home a lot more, and that I can't, that's a fucking, in what we do, that's always a plus to have.
Heck yeah. Yeah, dude. I guess we could go into new faces and then go into the scanless bulk deliveries and get into that discussion. But I had something crazy happen to me the other day on Friday. Like, this was mind-blowing stuff, because, like, and I feel like when you listen to, like, when you listen to something over and over and over again, like, I'm sure if people heard, like, people that listen to this podcast that have been listening to this show since we started and been listening for the past couple of years, however long, I feel like if somebody heard me and you talk in public, they'd be like, holy shit, I recognize that voice, right? Because, like, you've been listening to it so much that, like, you get used to the way people talk.
Right.
Well, I had this happen out on my route the other day. And and so I was delivering to a house that had that actually needed a signature. And so what ended up happening was, I go up, walking up to the house, I knock on the door, I see the guy inside, and he comes to the door there, and he's wearing sunglasses. And I was like, okay, wearing sunglasses inside, whatever, that's cool. Whatever you got to do, right? And this dude, as soon as he signs, I'm like, hey, man, thank you. Have a good day. He goes, thank you very much. Like, in this deep monotone, just straight one, just thank you very much. And dude, as soon as I walked away, I was like, I know this voice. like I've heard this voice before. And then as soon as I sat back down in the truck, I Googled Bob's Burgers, right? And it was the voice actor who plays Bob in Bob's Burgers. And his name is John Benjamin is his name. And sure enough, it was the same name that was on the package when I had him sign. And I was like, holy shit. Like, this dude lives out here in the middle of nowhere, out on my route. And next time I'm there, I'm going to have to, like, I don't know, say something that's like popular from the show. Like, one of the lines Bob's always says is, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, he says it over and over again. So like, or like maybe like if I see him and he says thank you, I'll be like, you're welcome, Bobby. For those that like watch, like his wife is always like, you're welcome, Bobby. Yeah, just I don't know, maybe just make fun of that. But I don't know, he might like it, might not. I don't know. We'll see which way it goes. But yeah, dude, that was wild to me because I got back in the truck and I was like, wait a second, mind blowing shit. Because my wife and I watched the show, so I was.
Oh, dude, it would be
crazy.
Yeah. Like if you hear the voice, it would be fucking. I mean, because I know what it was like. Like I've said it numerous times about when we all met. How weird it was, and that's like full on knowing who you are and knowing your voice anyway. Like you had no idea because you watch it, it's a cartoon, you know what I mean? So you have no, like you have no idea, and then you hear it and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. It'd be like if you, I mean, that's like, I mean, we both know what Trey Parker, Matt Stone look like, but just like assuming that we didn't, and like, you know,
Right.
and of course they would have to do like one of their voices of South Park, be like, whoa, what? Like, yeah, that would be so fucking weird.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, like I never knew like that was his actual voice because like, you know, like people like Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy. He does so many voices. He does so
Right.
many different voices, you know what I mean? So it's like I just thought like maybe this guy just talked like this on purpose. But no. This dude was like, thank you very much. I was just
He literally talks like Bob.
shit.
He is Bob's Burgers.
He is Bob.
He's Bob.
Next time I'm gonna be like, you're welcome, Bob, and walk away. Just drop it. Drop it right there. You're welcome, Bob.
Just
Have a good one, Bob.
celebrities all around. I won't name drop the other ones, but man, you got some fucking Dave's got
In a tiny little town in the middle of
nowhere.
Like I don't know if they all share like the same like realtor or something. It's like I got a great place. You want no cameras, you want no paparazzi. I got the town for you. You know what I mean? And it's just like then little do they know their UPS guy is up on meat culture.
Well, it's gonna be crazy when Mr. and Mrs. Kelsey fucking move out there. And then you
Holy shit. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It'd be nuts.
God, dude.
Nah.
Or Mr. and Mrs. Swift, however they do it.
There's just, I mean, she can't take his name. There's no way.
Dude.
She is Taylor
I mean, what?
Swift.
Oh, dude.
Like,
I hope
she can't be Taylor.
I hope she does. I hope she does legally, but just like it would, because I heard there's a lot of people that were mad about like I've seen posts like people were like she cannot take his name, and it makes me think like, well, dude, what if she's old fashioned and wants to take his name? And then just like I said, she'll always be as a performer Taylor Swift, obviously, but
Of course.
I would love to see a legal document where she changed her last name just because it would make people's heads explode. Or I mean, at this point,
how cute! Both of them would share the same initials.
oh, they would
TK.
unless Travis would hyphenate. And
TK forever.
I hate that. I don't like even mean to dog on. I'm a fan. Like I've said, I listen to New Heights. I'm a fan of him and Jason. But yeah, it's hard not to like. It's still baffling to me. It's like, dude, she's like 200 times his net worth, and it just blows my mind. Like, good God. So yeah, I mean, if I was marrying somebody 200 times if I had a net worth, it was they told me to hyphenate. I guess I'd be like, all right, where do I got to sign the shit?
I'll
Did
take
you
it.
ever watch Hot Tub Time Machine? You ever seen Hot Tub Time Machine?
Oh yeah, long time ago.
The fucking guy. Oh god, I can't think of his name in the fucking movie, but he hyphenates before they go back in time, when they go back to this fucking, and oh my god, he fucking like tries to whisper it out. And he's like, "You fucking hyphenated." Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh damn. The fucking well,
Let's talk about Scanl-ess deliveries here, because this is affecting all of us.
dude. Very,
Now.
very hot topic in the fucking delivery world. And we were told, dude, now, I mean, they told us at PCM, like, if it's available, I don't know if they said we have to use it, but they highly inferred that they wanted us to use it.
Yeah. Yeah. So like when it first came out for us, and I had this conversation with actually Brad Mosier in the Discord. So yeah, hey, shameless plug. If you want to come join the Discord chat, come hang out with us, guys. We're talking in there. Find the link in the episode description.
All right.
The Discord chat. Yeah. So I was talking to Brad about this actually. And when it first happened with us, it gave me the option if I wanted to hit continue with the scanless delivery option, or cancel and just have me manually scan every box.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it was for us when it first started. Brad said he never got that option. Then all of a sudden, one random stop, it did. And so for me, I noticed on some of them, it did not allow me to actually skip it. I had to accept it and just hit continue, and then it just puts all 5, 6, 7, whatever boxes in there. And that's another point too. So like, I guess to start with it, so like for my bulk stop that I have at the one college I deliver to, it's never gone off there. It must be capped at a number, I would assume. Like it must be capped at a number to where it won't allow you to do the scanless deliveries. Because like, I'm delivering like 150, 200 boxes to the college, and it doesn't pop up.
Yeah.
So it's got to be capped.
Well, dude, that would seem like that would be a fucking stop that they should actually do that shit, not one that has 5 pieces, I mean, I'm just saying.
Right. But then I guess like, right. But then on the other hand of it too, it's like, am I going to sit there and count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just make sure I have them all?
No.
You know what I mean?
That. Yeah. It's inaccurate as shit, because you have 150 boxes and I'm sure there's probably somebody there receiving. So if there's somebody talking to you, you're totally going to lose.
Oh yeah. They're constantly talking. Hey, what's up, man? How was the weekend? How was your day? Yada, yada, yada. So like, but then, I had a stop that had like 21 boxes and I had to do it. So obviously 21 boxes is much easier to count than 100, 200. You know what I mean? So there's got to be a cap there somewhere, and I'm curious where that one is. Curious to find out what the cap is on that.
I don't like. It's just one of those things. I know it's meant to be, but I don't like how. I mean, we can still use it. We had the option now. We may not now, because I don't think I had to use it Friday. Or no, when I did, I had 2 times when I had to use it, but it was 2 times that I had the shit right in front of me, and it wasn't a lot, like 7 and 5. So I'd used it for that, but I don't, as of on Thursday, I was able to back out of it. But yeah, I don't like, it's one of those things that I get the point of it and on paper, but dude, it's just another way to lose shit, because when you get out of sync, like when they scan packages in the back and they get out of sync and they put different small labels on, where they mismatch on the main label and it goes somewhere else. Like, dude, you do that shit, you're not catching. And sometimes when you scan those, you don't catch it anyway. But when you're at least looking at the main label when you scan it and you glance at it and you're like, especially if it's your own route, you're used to, if you see a fucking number that doesn't look, where you're like, whoa, this is not mine. And
right. And that's like if we were to label it like pros and cons of this, the only pro I could think of is it'll get done faster. It'll get you through your stop much quicker. That's the only pro.
Yeah.
Right? There wouldn't be any other positive to it.
No, that would be pretty much it.
Right. The con part of that is then, like you were saying, like if you have like misbod, boxes and the sort gets out of sync, then somebody hitting whatever puts all 20 boxes in there. You just misdelivered 2-3 boxes without looking at the label.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they're doing their job and looking at the label, like the main shipping label, right? Hopefully. But we all know we've all made that mistake.
Yeah, everybody's made it. And I feel like the fucking, oh God, I was going to use the classic Bianca Garza term of cradle babies. The cradle baby era might be more likely. Sorry, guys. I'm just jealous because you're still in your 20s. Don't take it personal. But it's fucking. I don't feel confident that it's gonna do better for shit not getting lost.
I can see them taking away that feature. I can see them taking that away, just like they did with having to take photos.
Well, dude, I mean to say this, Scanl-ess. This wasn't a Scanl-ess delivery, but I hate to fucking. I doubt this woman's gonna hear this podcast episode. So, I mean, the medicine obviously worked, but so we were on the phone. I think Nate was on the phone with us, and I'd gotten a message to. I was asked if I'd deliver this next day air to a place that was across town, not on my route. But the route, me driving to it, I would have passed my building and been able to grab the box and go. So we have a refrigerator in our building, and they tell me it's in the refrigerator in the message. So I obviously know it's temperature sensitive. I'm thinking like, okay, this must be medicine, obviously, or something. Well, Dave and Nate are on the phone, and when I get there and grab it, it's a fucking Saturday air, and this was what, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's like, holy shit. So the whole time I'm like, man, I'm about to fucking go deliver this and just get reamed by somebody because it was 100%. Saturday here.
Nate and I were holding our breaths. We were like, holy shit. You're like, I'm approaching the house, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it had a weird address where it was like a half number, and I was kind of laughing. I was like, of course, it's got to have a jacked address. I don't have to really look for this place. So I find it, and I'll walk to it, and I was just going to, it wasn't a signature required. I was going to leave it, but like, so where it was at, the door, there was a road, and then there was a porch up top where another apartment was at. But when I went to scan it, it had like customer preferred area, you leave package in porch. And I was like, wait a minute, is it the porch up there, or is there another one elsewhere kind of thing? Well, I can hear them coming, so I'm just bracing for impact. They open the door. They're stoked because they didn't even know it was here, because whenever they tracked it, it was still wherever it got lost in transit. Well, they just didn't fucking scan it they didn't scan it on Saturday. So it's just been sitting in the refrigerator for 3 days. So yeah, I avoided getting chewed out because they had no idea. Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking like, yeah, it's been here for days. It's all good though.
It's good. It's good. It's all good. Man. Yeah. So, let's go into the question of the week.
I just pulled it up, man. I just pulled it up.
So, here we go, guys. Going back here. The question of the week this week is, What's one thing your supervisor says that you can't stand? I feel like we all have one, like I've heard supervisors like be like, "What's up, hammer neck?" You know what I mean? And just like, the fuck, like hammer neck, like, "Hey, how's it going, hammer neck?" Hammerhead, I don't know, but real quick, there's actually one on Facebook here too. So we have one on Facebook that's from this one's from Matt. Matt says he looks at his phone to give a PCM, right? And I have to remember my next 5 stops, but he can't remember 3 talking points at the PCM. By the way, his record is 17 looks at his phone in 1 PCM.
Whoa.
Man.
I would be like, dude, can you fucking recite the last 2 sentences you said? Man, I would fuck with that guy so bad. You can't do
He's pulling out his phone so much.
You can't do a PCM without looking at your phone 17 times. Holy shit. That's bad.
Yes. That's bad. Dude. Now, from Instagram, here we go. This one here is from ADG, awesome delivery guy, says, the CPU has been cut today.
Oh my God. The comments after this were fucking hysterical because PT PAP 12 works with ADG.
Yep.
I know that.
Yep.
So I love it. He said, "You wish you'd gotten the feeders. Oh, please. You don't do any work anyway." Oh, I love it. Sorry. I had to, that was a good reply spat in there.
This one here is from our one and only DHL driver, Rick Star. What's up, Rick? Rick says, meeting. That must be what they call their PCMs. Just straight up meeting. Another one from ADG says, "Please stop giving my cell number to customers." That's good. I'm going to start doing that. That's good.
Dude, that's what.
Yeah, you want to talk to someone? Here's his cell number. Have fun with this.
He's retired now, and I don't think he'd give a shit if he wasn't. So Stoniker used to do that with fucking our old center manager. When anybody would complain, he wouldn't give him the building number. He'd give him the cell phone number.
Cell number. I love it. It's incredible. This one here is from the Henry Film Co. What up? Henry Film Co. says, anything at the PCM.
Yeah,
can't stand anything at the PCM. Yep. I mean, it is pretty, God bless you. It is pretty basic for the most part. It's the same old, all right, guys, don't shoot anything closed between 12 and 1 or after 5. Get all your next day airs on time. School's out today. Be aware of kids and dogs. It's nice weather. Beware of dogs. It's the same dance.
They got to do it. So it's one of those things.
I guess.
Probably.
But they don't. I feel like we had better numbers when COVID happened, and we never had PCMs during COVID.
I forgot about that. I forgot about not having PCMs during COVID. Holy shit.
It was great.
Dude, that's what's wild was I was about to say there were so many positives from COVID back then. What a terminology. So many positives from COVID.
Yeah. Yep.
This
from here is from Lou Falsetta. I think this person's new here. What up? They say, no, don't pull anything out of the truck. We'll send you help. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's the beginning of the day. That's a rough one.
This one here is from B-Rad Mo, Brad Mosier. What up? Says, team. Fucking team. Okay, team. Let's go, team. I'll check with my team. Had one that called everyone Tiger. I clenched my butt cheeks whenever he walked by. Didn't want any surprises. Go get him, Tiger. This one here is from the Aztec. Says, if your brothers and sisters came to work, we wouldn't have to bust cars.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, because you're still getting punished because you came to work and they called off. So, yeah.
Yep. This one here is from Balk. Oh man, is this the Balk guy that's in the Discord? Is this you?
I would
Is this
say,
you, Balk?
I would
Balko?
say
I think
so.
it's got to be.
If not, it's a hell
Balko
of a
man
coincidence.
says, yes, Balko man says, we're late today. Everyone go out and have a good day and get it done. Meanwhile, half the center then works 12 hours. This one here is from Trev Knight. Trev Knight says, there's so many, but I'd pay you more if it was my pot of gold. And I need you to take this small section off the route next to you. Still makes me mad. I'd pay you more if it was my pot of gold. That is so like.
I used to have a couple center managers for she used to tell us like what I'm paying, like I pay you this, I'm like, God, that used to drive me crazy. I'm like, you don't fucking pay us shit.
God, so
But,
dumb. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. That one struck a memory. That was a long time.
Yeah. Hell yeah. This one's from PT Pab 12 says, it's about stops per car. And last but not least, this one here is from Ruger 54. This one here is from Ruger 54 says, copy. And my computer says, why did they all say copy? We had a labor manager who would bring up the numbers and always said, my computer says you should have taken X amount of time for this day. My buddy starts filing harassment grievances against the labor manager and the labor manager's computer. LMAO.
I love it.
It's true. It's always their numbers.
Dude, God, I'm sorry. I feel like all I've done is grunted and sneezed through this whole thing, but I always want to bring up a classic. This wasn't one that I hated hearing. It kind of would always make me chuckle. And just to give a shout out, even though he's right into the sunset with social media and stuff, Bobby had a video when he was, and I don't know if the Supervisor Rich page is still up. He may still have that video up there or not, but he was being Supervisor Rich and was taking a call, and he was acting like he was doing a ride along, and he said, hey, what? I'm on road. What do you need? I'm on road. And he said on road like 15 times in about 10 seconds. And it made me laugh so hard because I started thinking of so many ride-alongs that I had. And if any of my current on-road supervisors hear this was a long time ago before you guys. So this wasn't you all. But damn, I don't hear it from them as much as I did. But man, when I first started driving, if I had a supervisor with me, fuck, dude, that phone rang. That was said probably 5 times.
100%.
Yeah, dude. That would just, dude,
it's crazy. Like, hey, all right. Like anytime I've had a ride along, the phone is just ringing off the hook. Like their cell phone is just nonstop. It's insane.
Dude, it is fucking crazy to me. Like that fucking, like one of my on-road supervisors now rode with me, and his phone didn't ring fucking 40 or 50 times that day. It didn't ring once. I was like, good God, dude. That would annoy the fuck out of me.
Yeah. I would just shut it off at that point. That'd be it. But
yeah, dude.
Thank you to everybody who commented on the question of the week and participating in that one. You guys are awesome. Luke, do we have anything else, buddy?
No, I think we'll call it a session.
All right. No doubt. Guys, listen, if you want to help support the show, throw $1 at our face here, come join the Patreon family at patreon.com/AITDpod. Come sign up. Come get some all-inclusive access. We got a phone call that's going to be coming up to the Patreon soon. Yeah, also the Discord as well. Like I said before, come join the Discord chat. Come hang out with us. We're a good time in there. Everybody's got some laughs and some great pictures. So it's cool. We're cool. You guys are cool. It's getting cool outside. I think it's time to run this one down.
I was going to say, it was fucking 88 degrees here today, man. It wasn't, but
Really? It was like 72.
It's getting there.
It was like as high as 72 here today.
It'll get there.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting us. We are forever grateful for you guys. So you guys are the reason why we do this.
Yeah.
I'm Dave, my co-host Luke. Hey, we'll see you guys next week.
Later, everybody.